Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're reviewing the Chevy Traverse Z71. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larch Miller Chevy here in Provo for giving me some time with this Traverse. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood we have a turbo 2.5 liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 19 around town and then 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 328 horsepower and then 326 pound-feet of torque. Now before I move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you need some more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Taking a look at the hood, you can see how it's raised up in the center section. Very aggressive, I would say so. And I like the new headlight design here on the Traverse. You can see the actual headlight down below, split light design. Blacked out grille with the Z71, you got the Z71 logo, you got the recovery points there at the bottom. And so it has that cool off-roader appearance. Our tire wheel setup is 265 by 65 by 18 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you got the silver with the blacked out trim, all-terrain tires with the Z71. Chunky fender flares, you got Traverse there on the side, blacked out mirror cap. And then if we take a few steps back, there is your side profile. This leads us to the key fob where we have our lock and unlock function, remote start, opening for the hatch, Chevy bow tie there on the back. And when it comes to the cargo area, this is similar in size to the old Tahoe, the last generation. So we've got some storage underneath the floor, but you can see we have actual usable storage behind the third row with it folded up. The third row is manual, so just throw that down. Those third row passengers do get some cup holders and a USB port there on the back, which is nice. But overall, it's a practical vehicle. When you're all done, just press that. That will lower the hatch right back down. Now the new taillight design I think is pretty cool. They've done a similar design on the new Equinox as well. And then you got Z71 down below, and the joke I was making is we've got one exhaust tip per cylinder here in the back. But yeah, there's the rear. Keyless entry, and we've got soft touch here at the top. We've got more down below. Stitching goes across. And then this is kind of interesting. The trim's probably vinyl. Here are the seats. Again, more that stitching. Seat is manually adjustable. Getting in's easy. Just kind of walk right across. Good legroom. Storage pocket. Got some cup holders here. Got our climate zone for the rear. This is cool with a little armrest. And then the back seat's actually perforated. That's rare. They usually don't make the back seats nice. You could fit adults back there, but this third row is more for kids. If you want like a very adult-friendly third row, you go up to the Tahoe, but you could still throw people there in a pinch. And then we do have some vents throughout the top as well. Now this leads us up front, where again we've got the soft touch down below as well. All of our window controls. Notice the driver one is automatic. The mirrors are adjustable. Blind spot monitoring with said mirrors. Z71 there in the headrest, perforated all down the center. Got the contrasted stitching, power adjustments on the side. This does come with auto stop start. You do have an all-wheel drive mode, and then you've got your drive modes in general. And then you got that red trim across the dash, and then soft touch. Take a look at the steering wheel, soft touch all around. Paddle shifters here on the back. We also have radio controls below those paddle shifters. Z71 there at the bottom. Heated steering wheel. We've got our voice command there. That's for the center screen cruise control with this. You have a turn signal windshield wiper stock on one side, column shifter on the other, full digital gauge cluster in the center, and you've got like a nav screen. You've got this for like your cruise controls, kind of like the main thing there. And you can see just kind of like a column screen is what you could call it, but it's cool that it's customizable. It does come with a 360 camera system, and with GM going for this kind of like blacked out screen look, it does create a little bit of glare. It's not the worst though. There is plastic on the screen that increases the glare a bit, so that is something else to note. Lights, they are in the screen. There is a shortcut button for it, but they are in the screen. Quick response time overall. Climate controls at the bottom of the screen. Your heated seat controls here on the screen as well. Dual zone climate, but also you do have more climate knobs below the screen if you don't want to use the screen. How many times have I said screen? Red trim all across the dash, pretty fancy. Wireless phone charging pad, some cup holders, more storage here. It's pretty nice. Big center console. Nice trim and stitching and everything up top. Glove box Yep, solid. Rear view mirror, and then we've got the sunglass holder. No sunroof on this one. It's out 2025 Traverse Z71. Base MSRP 47.6. This has a few options added to it. 49,845 is the total MSRP on this one. Let's see how it performs. Actually, I'll deal with the sun so you guys can have some view. Visibility, pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Set off in the Traverse Z71. This new Traverse, I'm interested to see. I mean, so far it seems like these are selling pretty darn quick. Like, it's actually, I judge, this might seem stupid to you guys, but I judge how well a vehicle is doing based on how hard it is for me to review one. And what I mean by that is, like, if it's super easy for me to get access to a vehicle because there's so many for sale, I'm like, okay, it doesn't mean it's not selling, but it means that the manufacturer's, you know, building more than there is demand. But man, these Traverses, I have to be like on top of it. Like, for example, this dealership, I think they had 2 that just came in. I think one sold like instantly, and then this one will probably sell very soon after me making this review. So yeah, it's just kind of crazy. Kind of crazy how it works out that way. But here's the things that I think make this new Traverse really popular is, first off, with the drive. It is very comfortable. It's a big vehicle. Again, it's similar in size to the previous generation Tahoe, and so it's a big vehicle, but it is unibody with independent suspension. So although it's large in size, it's easy to maneuver, right? Handling's great. And man, this engine's not bad at all. It's actually got some decent get up and go. But yeah, on top of the maneuvering, yeah, the suspension, independent suspension all around, it's just comfortable. It is comfortable. Man, this handles so well. Look at that. We are zooming. This is a cool car. Oh, SUV. Family car. Now the Z71, it doesn't seem like there's a downside at all with the tires that this has. Having the all-terrain tires, I'm not really noticing any extra road noise. I'm not noticing any harshness. So, and again, they're not big all-terrain tires, so they're not really going to have a big difference in terms of the drivability. A little bit less grip in the front-wheel drive mode. So that is something interesting to note. So, to sum things up here with the Traverse Z71, this is a cool car. This is kind of like off-roading is your life, it's your passion, but you have kids now, so you need a third row. That's where this Traverse Z71 kind of falls into place. But also, if you just like, there's a lot of people, and also this is a thing in the US, there's a lot of people that just like to do the normal camping trails, and there's nothing wrong with that. And so you don't need a crazy built-out off-roader. You just need some all-terrain tires so that if the road, you know, the dirt roads are a little bit slick or something, you're not going to get stuck. And it is important to note that, like, here in Utah, for example, there's a lot of beautiful places you can go, and you do not need crazy off-road capability. Like, literally, this can go down most of them, because a lot of the roads here in the US are so well graded, right, that it's off-road, but really it's like a graded dirt road that anyone that lives in like Africa or Australia or any of the other places that have like real off-roading, they laugh at it. So that is something to consider, is, you know, if you need like a family car and you're just going to be doing the normal camping, you know, hiking trails, camping trails and all that, this will be more than enough. It's got all-wheel drive, it's got all-terrain tires, so it'll be able to perfectly handle those graded dirt roads. But let me know what you guys think about the Traverse Z71.